Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss about gestational trophoblastic diseases. This is the current classification of gestational trophoblastic diseases which is given in WHO edition 5. The major categories are tumor-like lesions, molar pregnancies and gestational trophoblastic neoplasms. In tumor-like lesions we have exaggerated placental site reaction, placental site nodule and plaque, and abnormal non-molar villus lesions. Under molar pregnancies, we have a partial and complete mole, and another category which is invasive and metastatic mole. Under gestational trophoblastic neoplasms, we have a epithelioid trophoblastic tumor, placental site trophoblastic tumor, gestational choriocarcinoma, and mixed tumors. This picture shows the fertilization and implantation. After ovulation, ovum is released into the fallopian tube, and fertilization occurs in the ampulla of the fallopian tube. And after fertilization, the zygote is formed and it will start dividing. When it has the 16 cells, it is called as a morula. It will be covered with a layer of zona pellucida. The zona pellucida will prevent the implantation occurs in the fallopian tube. So it will be present till the blastocyst is formed and it reaches the cavity of the uterus, endometrial cavity. And after reaching the endometrial cavity, the zona pellucida layer will be disappearing and then implantation occurs. This is a blastocyst. It contains inner layer cell mass and outer cell mass. This outer layer of cells are called as trophoblast. This blastocyst is covered by zona pellucida. Actually, this trophoblast have invasive property. It will stick to whatever tissue it will come into contact. So the zona pellucida is present till this blastocyst reaches the endometrial cavity. So once it reaches the endometrial cavity, the layer of zona pellucida disappears, and then trophoblastic cells come into contact with the endometrium. Then it will try to help the blastocyst to invade the endometrial. This picture shows a differentiation of trophoblast. Actually, initially it is called as a cytotrophoblast, and it will give rise to various types of other trophoblast. This cytotrophoblast have a stem cell-like property. It will proliferate and it will give rise to syncytotrophoblast. The cells in the syncytotrophoblast and they will lose all the cell membrane and they will form like a syncytium. So it is so that it is called as a syncytotrophoblast, and soon there will be the lacunae formation will be seen in the syncytotrophoblast, and these lacunae will enlarge. This will be helpful in the communication of maternal and fetal blood. Cytotrophoblast has a stem cell-like property and it will proliferate and give rise to syncytotrophoblast, that is called a villus pathway. These syncytotrophoblast have a hormone producing capacity. They will be producing hormones like beta-HCG. In extra villus pathway, it will give rise to villus intermediate trophoblast. These villus intermediate trophoblasts, when it is present in the implantation site, it is called as an implantation site intermediate trophoblast. In other areas, other chorionic hue, they will be called as a chorionic type intermediate trophoblast. From the implantation type intermediate trophoblast, the lesions like exaggerated placental site reaction or placental site trophoblastic tumor can occur. And placental site nodule and epithelioid trophoblastic tumor can arise from chorionic type intermediate trophoblast. This picture shows various types of trophoblast. This layer is called as cytotrophoblast. They are uniform cells. They have prominent cell borders and round uniform nuclei. It will give rise to syncytotrophoblast. In syncytotrophoblast, the cells doesn't have any cell borders. And then this is called villus intermediate trophoblast. They are polygonal cells and they have a pale eosinophilic cytoplasm. This villus intermediate trophoblast can further differentiate into two types. One is implantation site intermediate trophoblast and the other one is chorionic type intermediate trophoblast. This table shows the morphological features of different types of trophoblast. The cytotrophoblastic cells are cohesive. They have prominent cell borders, scant clear to granular cytoplasm, and they have uniform round nuclei. The syncytotrophoblast, they are linearly arranged multinucleated. They have abundant dense cytoplasm and contain multiple vacuoles and lacunae. The villous intermediate trophoblast, they are also cohesive and they have a prominent cell border, abundant eosinophilic to clear cytoplasm, and they are polyhedral and uniform nuclei. It will give rise to implantation site and chorionic type intermediate trophoblast. In implantation site trophoblast are infiltrating type of growth pattern will be present, and they have abundant eosinophilic cytoplasm. The nucleus will be pleomorphic, hyperchromatic, and large. Occasionally it will be multinucleated. In chorionic type intermediate trophoblast, the growth pattern will be cohesive. They have abundant eosinophilic and clear cytoplasm. The nucleus will be round to polyhedral and they will be regular nuclei. This picture shows the immunological expression of different types of trophoblast. The chorionic type intermediate trophoblast, they will be positive for placental alkaline phosphatase. And then implantation site intermediate trophoblast will be positive for Melcam, HPL, and oncofetal fibronectin. And the villous intermediate trophoblast have a variable expression for Melcam, HPL, and oncofetal fibronectin. It will be negative for placental alkaline phosphatase. This is the classification of gestational trophoblastic diseases. It shows various types of trophoblast and the corresponding diseases which they give rise to. So from chorionic villous trophoblast, hydatidform mole or atypical villous lesions can occur. From villous intermediate trophoblast, gestational choriocarcinoma will occur. From implantation site intermediate trophoblast, placental site trophoblastic tumor or exaggerated implantation site reaction can occur. From chorionic type intermediate trophoblast, epithelioid trophoblastic tumor or a placental site nodule or atypical placental site nodule can occur. We have other entity called a mixed intermediate trophoblast, in which it will form like a combination of gestational choriocarcinoma, placental site trophoblastic tumor or epithelioid trophoblastic tumor. All the images and data are taken from WHO classification of tumors 5th edition. Thank you.